Happy Easter, guys. Like my little mom? My little mommy, no? Welcome back to another virtual collab with the one, the only, the OG, Miss Kerrie Blaise, and Miss Frances Tallulah the Magnificent, which this will stand in as my Miss Frances over here at my home. For right now, we'll set them right there. Oh. So, thank you, Miss Kerrie and Miss Frances, to another virtual collab. Super excited by the description of this video. You guys are going to be super excited yourselves because you guys, not only is this only 4 optional 5 ingredients, but this is going to take no time at all. And we are all inside, cooped up, possibly going cuckoo from our kids, running around, screaming, hitting each other, knocking crap over, and we are screaming to the world, what in the hell has happened? What has gone on? Are we hitting Armageddon? What is next? Anyways, because we don't want to talk about that, because everyone else in the world and their mother are. So, you don't want to come over here and hear about the shit. I don't want to talk about it. So, we are going to come over to my sacred black oven, because you've already seen the sacred red tray over at Kerrie's channel. And we're going to get into this one. Big shocker, guys. We have not seen each other's videos. So I don't know what Kerrie has done, and Kerrie does not know what I have done. Or maybe by this time we have. Anyway, surprise for all of us included. Okay, so let's pop over to the black oven, guys. Alright, ingredients are going to be listed in the description box below as normal. And some of these utensils might shock you, or may not, I don't know. So, cutting board, muffin / cupcake tin, Crescent dough sheet. You guys, do not come for me. It took me forever to find this when it was staring at me in the face. I know, whatever. American cheese. Pickles are optional. I don't know why they would be, but they're optional. Frying pan, ground beef, sloppy Joe sauce mix. Okay. So, and we have our vegetable or canola oil or coconut oil, whichever one you prefer. I have my trusty little brush thingy that I use, and Franny's boyfriend / girlfriend. Hey! Okay, so what I'm going to do, because nobody wants to stand here, thank you, oven preheated to 375. Nobody wants to stand here and watch me brown the ground beef. I'm going to brown the ground beef. I'm going to add my sloppy Joe sauce mix to it, and then we're going to come back and move on to the next step. Okay, so now that we have our ground beef browned and we added our sloppy Joe sauce into it, it is set aside and it has to cool for about 5 minutes. So while we do that, we are turning our attention to our Crescent dough sheet. So we are going to peel, where it says peel here, because we, you know how to read and whatnot. And we can get it. Pillsbury. What is your problem? Okay. Press. I'm telling you. Got it. Plop her open. See what we're working with. Throw that somewhere. Roll this beauty out. Can't say that I work much with the dough sheet. Now the crescent rolls I have, obviously, and whatnot, but not the sheet. Isn't that weird? Alright. Obviously much larger than my cutting board. Anyways, we're going to cut this into 8 squares. So, I'm not good at math, but I know what 8 squares look like. So, I'm going to cut this sucker in 8 squares, and then we're going to bring our muffin tin over here and stick those in there and see how it looks. Okay, so what I essentially did was I cut here in half, down the middle, and then cut those in half. You get my drift. They're not equal, whatever. Who has time to be perfect? We're not baking, right? Okay, so the reason why I didn't pre-prep these because we're spraying with the oil, and what happens when you do that is the longer they sit with it in there, it all pulls to the bottom anyway. So that's why you don't want to, or I highly suggest and recommend you don't pre-oil them, because it's just going to pull them back in the bottom and you're going to have to redo it, wipe it out, because you're going to way overspray when prepping that. So that's why I waited until just a second to do that. And I highly recommend going to, and you can get, if you want to go ahead and just use a paintbrush and just keep it aside for your baking and your cooking, do it that way. But I highly recommend you guys keeping one for that purpose, because as you've seen in my videos, it comes in super handy for when I do something like this, or when I'm doing my baking. A lot of things, it comes in handy, especially when you're doing bundt pans. Let me tell you, those cracks and crevasses, people, it can get real. It can get real nasty quick. So, and when you get the pooling on the bottom, make sure you have like a paper towel and you can blot the excess off, because you'll still get a ton in the bottom that you don't need. It'll just create extra browning on the bottom that you don't want. So just dab it off between each, because you don't need all of that. Who needs all that extra grease when we're making all this happy goodness, having to stay home, can't go to the gym? So what we're gonna do, we're gonna take these and we're gonna scooch our crescent, move over. I'm gonna move that in the frame. You know, I'm gonna make you guys closer here. Let me scooch you guys in closer so you can see what I'm doing here. Boop. Be down a little bit, because what we're gonna do is we're gonna, there we go, zoom in a bit. Take one of our sheets. We're going to do all with all the sheets, but we're going to put it down in the middle here. Poke it down. Of course, it's the furthest from you, right? Freaking idea. Poke it down and then up the sides. So kind of just manipulate it into the bottom first and then up the sides. Now, we're not going for an Emmy award here, or, you know, we don't have Gordon Ramsay above or behind us, so yelling at us, so we're not in Hell's Kitchen. So we're going to do that with all 8, and then we'll come back for the next step. Okay. Now, we're not going to be Pablo Picasso or Michelangelo, so don't be like me and try to crimp your edges like a pie crust, because it won't work. Anyways, so I took out my slices of cheese. Now you're going to take each slice and quarter each slice, and we're going to put 1/4 in the bottom of each cup, like so. And the bottom, aren't you just so cute? Now, I am super excited because what I think Kerrie and I have discussed and come up with is that we might be doing what we're going to call some mini series collabs with these recipes, which I think you all are going to love. So hope to expect some more of these quick Pillsbury mini tin muffin recipes coming. Okay? Okay. So then we're going to grab our attention back to our sloppy dough mix, and we're going to divide it evenly into each cup. It says approximately 1/4 cup per little muffin doodad. And then we will come back to finish them all. Okay, so they are all filled. I'm going to say that is a very generous quarter cup. Now, we're going to top them all with the remaining quarter slices with our American cheese. And like I showed you in the beginning, our oven is preheated to 375. And they're going to be in there for about 14 to 18 minutes. Like I always say, it depends on your oven. How high, how cool it runs, if you have convection oven. Like I said, just keep an eye. And it says that they're going to bake for 14 to 18. I'm probably going to stick them in for 15. Check them until the dough is a deep golden brown and the filling is heated through, which honestly, you guys, have me cracking up because the filling is already heated through, you idiots. Cooked it on the oven already. Duh. So I will come back. I'm going to get my handy-dandy timer. Set that for 16 minutes, 15, 16 minutes. And then we'll come back and we'll show you what they look like. Guys, can we just take a minute to appreciate the muffin slash cupcake tin for a moment? It is definitely underrated and underused as in savory dishes. And I am also guilty of that. Pillsbury, I love you. You adorable, fluffy, I'm gonna go with piece of dough. These are super cute, guys. Okay, now, I set my timer for 16 minutes. I took these out with 3 minutes left. So, my oven does run hotter than normal. So, stick with your oven, keep an eye on them, because as you can tell, they're not deeply golden brown, but I don't know if you want them deeply golden brown, because when I took them out, you can see around the edges. See how nice and golden brown they are? And that's from obviously spraying the pan with the oil in them. So yeah, don't necessarily look for these to be too brown. Don't go by that. Go for a light golden, because here it's gonna be golden enough. Look how precious these are, you guys. Honestly, cutest damn thing in the world. You know, I mean, really. These would have been great for an Easter dinner or any, you know what, anything. Any potluck, any kind of event, barbecue, take them there, double the recipe, it'll make 16, triple it, shit, you know, God. That can of Crescent roll sheet dough thing you do, Dad, only $1. $1 at Walmart. Yep, honest to God. Pickles are optional. Like I said, who are you if you don't like pickles? I don't know. But, you know, pop them on there. Like, you know, there's some, they're doubled, singled. I kind of intermingled some, you know. Small, big, thick. I do not discriminate on my channel. No, I do not. We like all sizes, shapes, forms. I love you. You are all my family. Yes. You guys are super cute. So, you will have to go over to Kerrie Blaise. See? Even she knows. And Miss Frances Tallulah the Magnificent. The cutest ween you'll ever see or have ever seen. Either or. Both works. So, thank you, Miss Kerrie, for doing another collab. And be on the lookout for our little mini collab series. I guess that's the word, right? Or now it is. Because I can make up all kinds of shit. You never know. Because it's me. So, I hope all of you had as good as can be of Easter. And all of you and your families are doing well and are safe. And I also did want to give a special well wish to a friend in our mukbang community, Jen from Jen is Always Hungry. Her husband, who was in a car accident last week, and who is getting better. I do want to send a huge, continuous healing prayer to Chris, and huge hugs and kisses to you, Jen. Let you know that I will always be thinking, obviously, of you and Chris, and tell you that I love you. I love you guys, and if you guys could just send your healing prayers and thoughts too for Chris, I would greatly appreciate it. I know Jen would too. So, Kerrie, thank you again, as always, for doing these collabs. I really appreciate you for extending the original olive branch out to me, and for continuing to do so. I love you, and I love all of you for supporting me. I can't thank you from the bottom of my heart. I really appreciate it. If you have any recipes you want me to review, just leave it in the description box below. I'll leave my link to my Instagram, my Facebook, and maybe I'll throw my Snapchat in there too, because I'm a Snapchat freak. And obviously I'm going to leave Kerrie's information down below, duh. Well, if you're here, you also know her. But from my kitchen to all of yours, and always, mwah.